What's up, people? I am TJ Atomica, and today I have something very exciting to talk about. I'm sure some of you may know, but I am working on a book. Specifically, I'm talking about a book around Unreal Engine 5. Because when you're working in a situation where you might need to work across several platforms, that could be from a Switch and still developing for Switch all the way up to a 5090 PC, being able to make sure that the 5090 PC gets the best that it possibly can from rendering performance, that they get something really beautiful because they're clearly enthusiasts for that, but also making sure that the players on Switch still get a good game that is acceptable visual quality for the power of the system is really important to me, especially as a lighting artist. I want to be able to get the best of both worlds where I can. That means often you have to use Unreal's profiling tools, tweaking Lumen's quality settings within the post-process, and knowing where to fall back on alternatives when it's necessary, because the truth is, sometimes baked lighting still has its place, especially when you're targeting things like mobile or VR. So knowing when to use Lumen and when not to use Lumen is part of being a smart developer. And part of this chapter, talking about Lumen and lighting within Unreal, is talking about the fact that sometimes the best way to use Lumen is to not use Lumen. I know that sounds contradictory, but it is true. And again, that's the importance of thinking in a creative way more so than just adding settings to a scene because you feel like it or because a YouTube tutorial has told you to do so. So that's a very quick wrap on chapter 1. Still trying to figure out the layout for how I want to do these, but I hope it gives you an idea of what you can kind of expect within the chapters of this book. If you have any advice or any comments on what you think would be really cool on how to improve this particular series as I'm going through the other chapters of my book, please let me know. I'm more than happy to take advice and try and improve it so that it's relevant to you or helpful in any particular way. Again, of course, I obviously can't give away everything that's in the book itself, but I hope this at least gives you a great idea about some of the content that you will be able to find. This chapter is really the foundation of everything else in the book.